The chapter I'm going over today is chapter 14, When Privacy Outweighs the Public's Right to Know, the case of the rape victim. So we have a journalist, a graduate of Winthrop University, a crime reporter, Jonathan McFadden, and he breaks a story on Tony Brown, a 22-year-old who's accused of killing a 39-year-old Michael Taylor, who Taylor's allegedly accused of raping Tony Brown's half-sister, who is only 16 years old. So the issue that McFadden has to go through is how to break the story without like giving so much details that where it puts the rape victim like in trouble or puts or name the rape victim just to protect the rape victim because in the situation whether it would be you or a family member you would want your information protected, so just to not put that rape victim through that go through that trauma again, trying to so the Herald, which is where Jonathan McFadden works for, is trying to find a way to break the story without revealing the the victim's name. And apparently, Michael Taylor is the father to the alleged person he raped, the father of the victim, and he's a suspected of the sexual assault. So McFadden's gathering more information, and he's having meetings, talking with the company, and he's trying to figure out what can I do, how can I break the story the best way possible, and giving all the details without giving everything away that doesn't need to be added. And that's one of the issues, which is that McFadden has to be cautious with how to report the story because he doesn't want to bring any sexual. He doesn't want to basically have the sexual victim go through that same trauma again of thinking, oh my gosh, everyone knows that it's me. I'm the one who got raped, and basically bringing like negative attention because some people like to bring negative attention. Some people start looking at you, and it's just a whole trauma that you have to go through again. So ethically, I feel like basically you can do the right thing without having to harm others. So there's always an ethical way or another way to go about things. And W.D. Ross believed that one should weigh the several duties to determine the right course of action. So basically, trying to weigh all the options and figure out what's the best course of action to take. And he came up with 7 prima facie duties, which is fidelity, a duty to keep one's promises; reparation, a duty to make up for an injury to another; gratitude, a duty to be grateful for the kindness of another and do something kind in return; non-maleficence, a duty to cause no further harm; justice, a duty to distribute benefits and injury fairly; beneficence, a duty to do something good for others; and self-improvement, a duty to improve oneself. When determining whether or not to reveal the name of the victim, you must consider at least 2 duties: fidelity and non-maleficence. Like you have the duty to tell the truth, which is the fidelity, because you have an agreement with your audience, and as a reporter, your job is to provide all the information to the public and informing them. But also, you want to protect the victim by not causing no further harm, which is the non-maleficence, and revealing their name and revealing that the victim is actually related to the alleged sexual assaulter. So what I took with that and what I took away basically was like I was saying that trying to come up with the best ways to reveal information. Let's say maybe your friend does something or something happens to your friend and you want to tell your friend or another or want to report something, and you want to do it in the best way of action or the best course without hurting other people or harming others. So that's what I took away, and it was a very interesting chapter.